Thank you so much for being here today and joining us for our lockdown camera action. This is the first one we're having in the new year, so we wanted to spend today reflecting a little bit on 2020 and to talk about our hopes for 2021. So we have some of our filmmakers, some of our participants in IYMS here to share their thoughts and dreams and reflections with us. And then at the end of today, we are going to premiere our next episode of SANATIONE. And so please, if you have time at the end, when we wrap our little lockdown camera action, when we wrap that up, if you have time, 15 minutes to stay on and watch that episode, that would be great. The director and the filmmaker of the episode will be here with us today. So that's something to look forward to. Before we start, we want to share a little New Year's video with you all that I believe Evie has. Evelyn?
Okay, so everybody strap yourselves in. We're going to screen share. And Gwen, if you wouldn't mind keeping your eyes on the waiting room just in case.
No problem.
Teamwork, I love it.
As long as there is one upright man, as long as there is one compassionate woman, the contagion may spread, but the scene is not desolate. Hope is the thing that is left to us in a bad time.
Hello there, great people around the world.
Hey everybody.
This is Brendan Ray from Australia, wishing you a Happy New Year.
Hello, this is Jasper from Nepal. Happy New Year.
Happy New Year to you all.
Happy New Year.
Happy New Year from Chris Schoen in Washington, D.C.
My name is Henry Devin from Ghana. I want to say Afishia Pak to you.
Happy holidays. I wish you all a happy new year.
I really want that to be a great year for all of us.
Happy New Year from Lila in Arcata, California.
Happy New Year from Renee in Greece.
As a people, we harbor seeds of goodness that have lain in wait for a long time, waiting to sprout when the conditions are right.
Greetings from chilly La Crosse, Wisconsin.
Happy New Year from Mark and Wendy Madison.
A happy and healthy New Year's to all from Evelyn in sunny California, USA.
Felice Anno Nuovo from Sofia in Italy.
Buon Natale dall'Italia.
Jingle bell, buon Natale, buon anno. Ciao.
Happy New Year from Trish, Callie, and Howard.
Hi, this is Nidhi from India. Happy New Year.
Happy New Year from Wais Yamin, Kabul, Afghanistan.
Wishing you a blissful year, a year full of happiness, good health.
Let your dreams take flight in the new year. Happy New Year to all.
नमस्ते आउँदै गरेको 2021 सालको हार्दिक मङ्गलमय शुभकामना.
Happy New Year.
Happy New Year.
Happy 2021, everybody. Mwah. But I'm sure the year 2021 will bring a lot of joy and happiness in our life. Happy New Year from Kathmandu, Nepal.
Happy New Year. Ciao.
Everyone stay safe out there. Stay happy New Year.
Hi everyone, this is Ora from Croatia, wishing you all a very happy new year.
Happy and blessed New Year to everyone from Zagreb, Croatia. We're still hoping to see you next year in Croatia. Sretna Nova Godina.
Hang on to your hat, hang on to your hope, and wind the clock, for tomorrow is another day. Happy New Year from Dale and Ray. From Montana, USA.
Happy New Year, everybody. So as I said, we have some of the people actually from this video here today to speak a little bit. And I just wanted to remind everyone, if you're not speaking, please mute yourselves. But please keep your cameras on because we love seeing all of your lovely faces. So to begin with, I want to ask Birgitta Olsen, who is our chairperson of International Youth Media Summits. Where are you? You just disappeared. There you are. How was your 2020 and what are your hopes for 2021?
Well, hello everybody. Looking at this
awesome video with all the New Year's greetings. I think that is something really special, and we can all make miracles if we see what we can accomplish with so little cry out for a New Year's greeting. And I think that 2020 has been the longest year in my life. It never ended. Sometimes it was so long. I have been walking and walking and walking and never reached the goal. I have been reading and reading and reading, and I have been watching films and TV series, and I have redecorated my home, moving a flower to another table, moving a chair to another room, and so on. Everything just going around and round and round, waiting for the vaccine and waiting for people to really take responsibility for taking that vaccine, so that we all can open up our borders again. And I know that it is a long march waiting. And also I get very, very upset over the differences between the rich countries and the poor countries who cannot afford to buy vaccine, and all the struggles around getting the vaccine. And also all the news that comes out that is muted and mutilation and everything around it. But what also made me very happy when we speak together like this, it is all the films from the SANATIONE, because then these anonymous words of figures and statistics turned into people. And so there were humans out there. I could see it. And some of you I knew from before, and that made me very happy, and that I also can see new people make me even more happy. So I think we can make miracles. Thank you.
That's what 2021 is about, making miracles. All right. I now want to ask Sapan, are you there? Sapan?
Yes, I'm here. Thank you so much.
Hi,
Preeti.
Sapan. Sapan is the executive director of IYMS and I think executive producer of SANATIONE. And I think he all wished you a happy new year in the video we just saw. How
Yeah.
has your 2020 been? And what are your hopes for 2021?
Yeah, like Birgitta said, 2020 was a very long year, particularly during the pandemic. There was a lot of chaos. I was out of Kathmandu and I was with my family in my village. And during that time, the SANATIONE project was started, and I got to learn a lot from different filmmakers from around the world. So yeah, and I'm really positive that the year 2021 will bring a lot of happiness in our lives. There are some fantastic filmmakers, there are some fantastic episodes, SANATIONE episode lining for you. And also we're hoping to go to Croatia for the 2021 summit this year. So let's have our fingers crossed.
Right, 2021 in Croatia this year.
Yes.
Lila, what about you? What are some of your reflections on 2020?
So
What are some
I
of your
think as you
dreams
all
for
have,
2021?
yeah, so I think all you guys have said, 2020 has been such a long year for all of us. Sorry. But yeah, so I'm a student at school, so I'm on Zoom 6 hours like a day, stuck in my room. So it's been a real challenge for me to get through this year because yeah, I've been stuck inside all the time, as we can all relate to, I'm sure. And so at times it's been really hard to stay positive watching the news, just watching so much negativity, so many people just disregarding each other's health and well-being. And yeah, I think that's been one of the biggest challenges for this year, is to find the mental strength to get through all of our time that we're spending looking at all this news and all this negativity that everyone's putting out right now. But things like this is what's bringing us all together. And I think that's the like the 2021, like we're manifesting our positivity right here, like pushing ourselves to meet new people and support each other through, hundreds of miles of distance and across oceans. And I think this is so important, what we're doing, and supporting each other and sending messages and checking up on each other is really what's going to manifest 2021 for us to be positive and bring
And
love
you
to each
were
other.
you were part of the summit this summer, right? The virtual summit. You were in the poverty group and you made a PSA.
Yeah.
I believe you
Yeah.
were the director. So
Yeah.
how was it? Did that help you in any way through, I don't know, what was your experience of that?
Yeah. Oh gosh, it seems like so long ago, even though it wasn't that long. It was like an amazing experience. I was really hesitant going into it. Like, is this going to be able to work? It seems like a daunting task to get all these people from all these countries onto Zoom like this. But we did it, and it was really hard. And there was a lot of like Zoom calls at like 11 at night or like 3 in the morning. And but we pulled it together, and I think that helped me stay positive in that section of the summer to be able to connect with people going through similar stuff.
And will you be there in Croatia this summer? Maybe if we can make it happen.
I hope so. Yeah.
We'll see.
I'm gonna try. Yeah.
Love to see you there. Now I would like Diane Breezer. Where are you? There. Hi, Diane. Diane is one of our filmmakers for SANATIONE, and I think she does a lot of filming through her cell phone, if I've understood it, through your, correct? So how was 2020 for you? What are your hopes for 2021?
Well, can everybody hear me okay? Okay. 2020 was very stressful here in the United States. Of course, we had an election in November, and prior to that, once the coronavirus started, I'm doing most of my work from home. I'm a church office manager, and that's been pretty good. But that allowed us to finish up building our area for the goats, and we got our goats in April, and we got another goat, our little pygmy goat, in November. But I would say 2020 was so stressful with the election coming up, and as of November 3rd, we got through that. Actually, it lasted a little bit longer because of all the voting and counting of the votes that had to come in. And as everybody may know, the last couple of months, even after the election, was pretty stressful up until a few days ago. And all the disinformation about the coronavirus and the way it was handled here in the United States was horrible. And I'm looking forward for 2021 to be just a huge relief and a breath of fresh air, literally and figuratively. And I think we'll be on the right track. I just even with the way the United States has been seen around the world, I think things are going to be a lot better. And I do have a lot of hope, and I'm hoping. One thing I really miss. I do love being at home and being around the goats, but one thing I really do miss is doing live theater and just doing the creative collaborations with people, face to face, not screen to screen, so to speak. So we'll see.
Me too. Amen to that. Live theater, live performance, right?
Yes.
Chris Schoen all the way here from, where are you? There you are. From
Hello.
Washington, I believe. Another one of our filmmakers from SANATIONE. How are you? How has your 2020 been?
It's funny because my 2020 felt both like the longest year ever, and then like nothing happened at all because I was, stuck here in my little studio apartment in downtown Washington, D.C. I think one of the most unique parts of my experience in DC is that a lot of the United States attention was on this city through multiple parts of the year, dealing with racial reckoning, dealing with the poor coronavirus rollout, our administration. Oh, I had a little timer going, sorry. And so, but as of like this week, it feels like there's hope again. And that's something that was seriously lacking in the last year. It's not as much hope as I'd like for it to feel, but there is that little glimmer that we have an administration who's now going to bat, and hopefully will bring together something substantial in 2021. I'm very much one of those social justice people. I remember I was saying on Facebook that like I marched against Bush in 2003, and then I went to one of the last speeches of Obama before he was elected, and all that, and reflecting on the last 20 years, and then the last year has been also kind of special for me.
I understand. And for 2021, you're feeling hope?
A very hesitant hope, because I'd love to feel like, oh my goodness, everything just opened up and there's sunshine coming in, but I also know that's not exactly how history works. So there is hope there, though. There is hope.
There is hope there. That's the important part.
Yeah.
Otherwise, we're reading.
I moved to DC because I love learning and education, and DC is kind of the epicenter of that in America. There's museums everywhere. So I really hope in 2021 I can go back to museums and I can see art shows and I can take lectures. So yeah, that's what I hope for 2021.
Right. All right. I would like to ask Michal, who is with us from Israel, she's been with IYMS for a few years, but she's also working on an episode for SANATIONE starring her mother, I believe, right? So how has your 2020 been? And what are your hopes for 2021? It's so important to have the other question.
I want to start with hopes, and this is why I changed my virtual background. I believe that all the good people that are out there that keep on supporting each other and sending good and positive vibes are the one that will lead a better future for everybody. And I'm hopeful. I'm a positive person, an optimist person, though 2020 and the beginning of 2021 was devastating. And I really don't want to ruin the atmosphere, so I'm not going to share. It was quite problematic in terms of personal issues, but I'm an optimist person, and I believe that everything will be good.
Yes, let's hope so. Let's hope so. Thank you for being here with us today. And I'm so excited to see the episode with your mother. I've seen some trailers for it. Manoj from Nepal. Manoj recently, not so recently, but he was our second episode with SANATIONE with Can't Breathe. And he's here. Please, can you tell us a little bit about your 2020 and what your hopes are now?
Yeah, sure. Thank you so much, Vicky. Hello, everyone. As many of you had the devastating 2020, I do have the similar stories.
We're having some trouble hearing you, Manoj.
I had many travel plans, special and exploration. Okay, can you hear me now?
A little better, yeah.
Yeah, okay. So, so the year 2020 was devastating, as many of us had, and I had my travel plans cancelled. My academic exams were cancelled, and I had to be locked up within the rooms for days. I was having emotional, I was having anxiety attacks, and I would not like to recall more of those painful times from the year 2020. Um, Having to experience those events had been pretty tough, mainly because I was most of the times alone and I had nobody to share with. And also, I did not want to share my emotional state because everyone else in my circle had their own problems and issues to deal with, and I did not want to burden them. That was my thought process most of the times in the year 2020. And besides those painful memories, there were a few good times too. I was experimenting with newer habits in my life, and I was trying to live healthy lifestyle. And but the best thing about 2020 was being with my family for extended period of time. I was there in my village for more than 2 months, and I was with my family, and I was also able to connect with nature and roam around the village, get to know about the stories of people. And yes, and I was able to see the happy faces there with no mask on, not just in the faces, but also from the heart. And they were emotionally vulnerable people, and sharing those vulnerability gave a lot of strength to me. And besides those things, when I but now when I reflect the year 2020, I can't help but be grateful for what it had to offer. What happened to me was not expected. I would not be happy if the similar events happen to my life in the future. But I do believe that whatever happened to me in the year 2020 were surely meant to happen, and that was what made me as a person. And I believe I have become a lot stronger than ever before. And because of those emotional hardships that I had to undergo in the year 2020, 2021 already starts feeling lighter than before. And I believe I'm seeing the brighter and shinier 2021. And I'm pretty sure 2021 is going to be the year of dance, smiles, love, creativity. We will count on love and hope from Nepal. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much for sharing, Manoj. I think we've all felt a fair share of loneliness maybe this year and different struggles. Thank you for sharing. Now I would like to ask Sophia from Italy. Where are you? There you are. Hi, how are you?
I'm doing good, yes. I want to say that it's really nice to see you all. And yes, about my 2020, I really don't want to complain because I think it's been a really hard year for everyone. And I consider myself really lucky because also during the lockdown, had the possibility to spend it with my family. I have an amazing family, and I'm really lucky. And yes, so I always try to see the positive side of everything. And for me, it was nice. I had the possibility, as I said, to spend a lot of time with my family, but also to do a lot of things I usually don't do. And it's been hard because I lost a really important person, and it's been really hard, but it's gone now. It's the past. And also at the during Christmas time, so at the end of the year, I thought that it was done. Okay, 2020 is gone, but I tested positive for COVID-19, so it's been really, really hard. But yes, as I said, I don't want to complain. I think it's been also like a lesson for everyone. And yes, for 2021, I don't have hopes for 2021. I have hopes in general for all the time 2021, but also 2022. I mean, I always wish happiness, first of all, because I think happiness is the most important thing. Happiness, but also I don't want to be afraid anymore. I don't, because I have this fear of when I meet someone in the street, and I hope this will disappear in 2021.
Thank you, Sophia. Sophia was also part of the virtual summit this summer. And what group were you part of?
I was in youth empowerment, and yeah, and it's been great. I mean, I was really happy to see my friends, some of the most important people in my life. It was really nice, really, and everything we made, even if not in person, was amazing. Really, everyone made an amazing job, and I'm really proud to be part of this family, of course.
Thank you, Sophia. And I think that now, Needy, are you here? Yes.
Yes.
Hi.
Hi.
So Needy is the filmmaker and the director behind the next episode that we will be showing tonight for the first time, the 5th episode in SANATIONE. And I think she's coming all the way from India. Hi, how are you? How's your 2020 been? And what are your hopes?
Yes, so my 2020 was, I think initially it was quite exhausting, you know, with all the news and all that. But then I think after that it became quite productive. I did a lot of things sitting at home. I found work for myself, so I think that turned out to be positive and productive in the later part. And for 2021, I just hope that, you know, like I just hope it all becomes better, people become more kinder, and I just hope this world becomes a little more better to live in.
Agreed. Well, we have some time at the end, so we kind of wanted to open the discussion. We've had some of our IYMS people and some of our SANATIONE people speak. If anybody has any questions, if anybody wants to say anything, please don't hesitate. We also wanted to ask if everybody could take a moment and just write a few words in the chat about their hopes for 2021, like signing our guest book in a way. Yeah, guest book, like Evelyn said. Just what are your hopes? It could just be a few words. It could be a couple sentences.
Keep it clean. I'm going to post this on the website, everybody.
Keep it clean. Keep it kosher.
Kosher and clean.
Does anyone have anything they want to share? Any questions they may have for some of our filmmakers, what they're working on? Any questions about IYML?
I have a question for Francesca. Francesca, who is that beautiful baby, beautiful young lady with you and Giovanni in your New Year's greeting?
The young girl is Sofia. This is Giovanni's niece. You know, he is a grandfather, and that is Sofia, who is learning English, so that she will be the promise of the future for her grandfather. to have a better translation in English. She's so nice. She's 7 years old and she's fantastic. She is always happy, and she has the commitment to learn many things from the family. So she is virtually, at the moment, she is our promise for the future. We hope that we can help her and all the new coming young people and children to have a better world. This is the hope for, as Sophia said, not only for 2020 win, as I heard from an English radio, which is nice, is a good wish, not 2021, but 2020 win. And hope we can spend a lot of time together and discuss and find a way to meet one another and to build a better present. I don't want to see a future only, but a present, day by day, step by step, even if it is very difficult. And I feel very frustrated in this. It is not my habit, but this is the last situation that we are living in Italy, or segregated as always. It is too heavy, but I want to be stronger. And I need all your help, your love, and your sharing. Look at Bennett. I suggest, please, Vicky, can we do a talent show one Sunday, one Sunday, and with Bennett and John in their beautiful performance. Yeah, we need it. We need it. We need to laugh.
Bennett, John, a request has been made, and I think it has to be answered.
Okay. And I will involve
For those of you
Andy
who
as
know,
a musician.
John and Bennett do an excellent version. Sorry, Francesca.
No,
For those
I
who
mean,
don't know, John and Bennett do an excellent version of Raining Men.
Yeah, I miss you so much. Very much.
Thank you.
Oh, and I think we need to add the Bernie meme into Raining Men. Vicky, we can do that, yeah?
Add the what?
The Bernie meme. You've all seen the Bernie Sanders meme?
Oh, Bernie Sanders. Yeah, we should do that.
I have forgotten to introduce you a student of mine, Alessia Perina, and she is so skillful in filmmaking, but last year she was in the States, so she couldn't participate to the summit, but I think I'm going to involve her, and I invited her. She knows Sophia, they belong to the same school, and she's a piece of art, and I hope she will be with us. Thank you.
So too. Welcome, Alicia. All right, I think Evelyn, maybe it's time to premiere the next episode of SANATIONE.
Yes, I am so pleased. I'm so happy to, and everyone keeps signing the guest book. I will come after you with my teacher's ruler. If you do not sign the guest book, here I come. Sign that guest book. I am so pleased, and I think the teachers and everybody in the room that have had a rough 2020 and are still going through their isolation and everything will really find Nidhi's movie so inspiring. It's about another one of our Sanazione filmmakers, Roxana, and the two of them together just did an amazing job. And so after we premiere this, as you are the first people to see the public premiere of this wonderful movie. And we will then we'll make the link to YouTube available. And also I'm going to show you the poster first, and then we'll play the episode. But please share this widely. I'm going to share a screen, so we'll look at the poster and then we'll go and see the episode. So when you see this poster, you'll know that this is the episode you're looking for. And if I was clever, I'd show you the whole poster. There we go. So this is Note to Self. And next we will have Note to Self, the grand premiere. Drum roll, please. Yay, Jesus is going.
December 2019. News comes from Wuhan, China, about an alarming novel strain of coronavirus. What we now know as COVID-19 starts spreading, and nations worldwide enforce quarantines and lockdowns. While the world enters crisis mode, a group of filmmakers across the globe grabs their cameras to capture the lives and stories around them. Sharing these stories, they realize, even before COVID-19, we had equally virulent diseases dividing us. Perhaps this virus might be a test for humanity, a wake-up call for change. Filmmakers and storytellers from 22 countries unite in a shared goal to tell the story of a time for healing. This is SANATIONE.
That sinking feeling that pierces the heart, fear of losing, things that I never had. May the universe heal it and make way for spring again.
I'm just very, very scared. But I know you can't be scared and live like this. You have to live in the present. So I'm just trying, but I think it's going to take some time.
You know, it's very funny actually, like I was just thinking about it, like I'm sitting here right now, we're still in the middle of the pandemic. In fact, things are worse right now than what it was back then. But when I think of the way I was at that time, sitting at that time and space, thinking about the future, I used to be petrified. I thought life was ending.
So I've decided to take one day at a time. Perhaps that's the best way to be.
So in Indian mythology, there is this concept of devas and asuras. So devas are the gods and asuras are the evil guys. And so I painted this asura and coined the term Karunasur for this.
This particular demon wants these lungs.
I think I was kind of like a pendulum where there were times when I was being very positive because I felt that compared to a lot of millions of people, I was so privileged. I had a roof, I had food, I had my mom and dad with me. It's crazy. I was just thinking before switching on the camera that I was just lying down in my bed that how slowly I'm just getting used to this life, not going out at all and staying home.
It's me and my friend Shreya. So we used to imagine, like, wish we could just exchange things from our laptop screen. The virtual world had taken over.
At the same time, there were times when I used to feel that, oh my God, I don't have a career, I am not earning, and I am so lost, Everything is so uncertain, like your parents might not survive this or you might not survive it.
These girls I don't like. I want to break them. Then I can sit here now. If I can make a balcony here.
I remember I thought of Annie Frank and her diary. I was like, in those days I used to think that maybe people will discover my footage. I thought like maybe we all will die and the world is coming to an end. And I thought, maybe one day if some people survive, then they will find this footage and they could like use this as a way to understand what was going on in the lives when Corona was here. So it became like very monotonous. Like, I was kind of observing my life where everybody was doing the same thing. Like my mom used to do the same thing, my father used to do the same thing. So it's literally I think the house saw each one of us doing the same thing for X number of times. You never know, like in a week a vaccine comes out and within 6 months we all get the vaccine and everything gets fine, or things might just get worse. I don't know, we have to face it. I don't know why we think that life is permanent, although we know that nothing is permanent and we are just here for a very short while. So I think we should just make the best out of whatever time we have right now.
I create my own demons. I can get rid of them too. Note to self.
And I think it just took me some amount of time to figure out that, okay, I need to kind of disrupt this and like find some sort of like an excitement in my mundane routine. One day I just played some Latin music and I just dancing and I put it up on Instagram. And I remember there were a lot of these friends who commented on it, and then they were very inspired to do the same thing. I think dance is my way of liberating myself. I just needed to dance because I think I need my happy hormones, because otherwise it's too intense to live inside an enclosed space, and because there is no escape from all this grief. Because I was, I think, in a happier space, everything just kind of looked more exciting. So I used to order from Big Basket. This is a delivery platform, and they sent me a bunch of rotten cowpea beans, And I remember my mother, when I was sitting and then she was cutting something, and she was just telling me, oh my God, you must complain about it because they're all rotten. So then I said, oh, forget it. And then I kind of made this one girl's face, like it was almost like a self-portrait in my head. And then I took a picture because, I thought it was interesting to look at it. And I posted on Facebook, and oh my God, I got so many comments and likes. So that was very encouraging, and I started looking forward to eating my fruit in the morning. I made this today with my morning fruit. The apple family. So exciting how much one can do with art. Check this out. So basically this is a couple in Shikara in Kashmir. This is my house in the woods on a moonlit night when the moon is pink. This is what I made right now. Her name is Bella. And it was one of those comments in one of my peel arts where they said, why don't you try doing some stop motion with it, and it kind of like sowed the seed in me. I started making a lot of this, and every day I would put it on Instagram, so suddenly life was like full of art and full of color again.
Something that I'm very, very particular about is not to waste any food, because right now people in my country are dying. They don't have enough food to eat. To waste food in the name of creativity and art, there is something that just doesn't go with the way I think at all. So I'm just trying to make whatever I can with the food that is being cooked for the day, keeping it very, very minimal.
After doing my experimentation with these peels, I started painting things, like basic stuff. recurring in my paintings, which is also because what I was going through at that time. And it just kind of like made me see a different side of me, where I felt, okay, like I have hair on my body, let it just, it's growing. And I felt somehow very complete with nature. So then I started painting these women with mustaches, and these women were a part of nature. From where like there are birds making nests on them, and there are like flowers growing from their bodies and things like that. Like I could see my friends also in the similar state. So it was like an escapist sort of a this thing, and it started recurring in all my animations as well. And it led to me making this one little script that I had written long back called Shit Happens. So I kind of adapted to it to the COVID scenario. So I drew the characters. First, I made a storyboard out of my script, and then I made these cutouts, and then I kind of like figured out a very makeshift sort of a setup to do the stop motion. And it was quite an experience, and I think it just kind of opened my interest and love for stop motion, to be very honest. To be very honest, since the lockdown has opened, I haven't felt this intensely or created anything which is this intense. So that's why, like isolation, I feel gives you a lot of scope as an artist to delve deeper, to understand who you are, what your philosophy is, and to understand like what does life mean to you, and to kind of put it in your art. Let's grow the strongest pair of wings while we are in the isolation, so that we can take the longest flight when we are free.
And if you have any reactions to the movie, you can also put those in the Zoom. Does anyone have any questions of Nidhi, maybe? Questions for Nidhi, the filmmaker? Nidhi, our artist, is here.
I don't have a question, but I loved your stop motion video in the middle of it. It was fabulous.
Thank you. That is what Ruxana had made. So all the artwork which is there inside is everything is made by her.
I see that we're getting lots of reviews. Any other
It's
questions?
beautiful. It's inspirational. It's amazing how you turned darkness into light. That is truly, truly, truly inspiring. Congratulations. Beautiful work.
Thank you.
Say that in Italian, Bennett. Say that in Italian for Nidhi.
Molto piacere, molto questo. Sì. Allora, I love how you said the wings get larger so that when the pandemic is over, that we can fly. That was so beautifully said. I love that.
Thank you.
So I think, Nidhi, we should probably take you and Roxana on the grand Sanazione world tour, right? Take you around the world showing your movie.
Yes. That'd be amazing.
I hope you all recognize Nidhi and Roxana dancing at the end. And that wasn't a request, that was a demand that we have the video of them dancing together. So
Can we watch it again on Facebook, or have we got the link or not yet?
I shall be posting the link to the YouTube channel. So if you go, you can go there right now on iyms.org and look for Sanatione and then look for this episode. But I'll also paste that in the Love Fest and on the Sanatione page for everybody. So please show it to your students. I think especially as teachers, just encourage
È bellissimo, bellissimo, Bennett. First lesson, bellissimo. Yeah, I love it.
Yeah, I knew you would like it, Francesca. I couldn't wait for you to see it. And I think we all this week have seen the power of art. I am beyond thrilled that the person that upstaged everybody other than Bernie and his glove, the person that upstaged everyone at the inauguration was the 22-year-old spoken word artist. And I think she demonstrated to all of us the power of art, and all of us that make films, that dance, that do theater, that sing, that do Rain Man in their spare time, all of us that do these things, we are so powerful. And we just have to take that power and we have to make sure that it's part of our healing. This is going to help the world heal. Vicky, as our host, last word to our group, to our crowd.
I just want to say thank you everybody for being here today. And I was gonna say what you said. I think that Nidhi's film and Roxana's film is such a huge conclusion of everything we're doing with Sanazione and IYMS. It shows the power of art to heal, to inspire, to give purpose, to connect people. It's endless. And I think that all of that is in your movie and in everything that we try to do every day in our different ways through art, through our different means of expressing ourselves creatively. So let's go out there and keep spreading the message. Art will save us. That's right. That's right. Thank you all so much for being here tonight. It's been so lovely seeing all of your faces. Welcome to the family, those who are here for the first time, and welcome back next time.
I'm going to stop recording.